to the 1887th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Traders, again, good evening. This 1887th installment is coming at you on a Wednesday night, and that's for trading Thursday, January 31st, last day of the month, 2019. Before we begin to cover the topics on the board behind me, you must recognize futures trading, stock trading, ETF trading, any type of trading at all these days is extremely expensive, can absolutely cause substantial financial loss, more than you've ever dreamed if you get this wrong and you don't have stops in. So put your stops in when you're going to trade, put them in first, and do not trade alone. Join me at livewithoscar.com. I have a free live trading room where I am there to help all of you get through these rough and tumble markets. Come join me in my trading room. All right, so what is on the board for trading on the 31st, on Thursday? We're starting off with a green Omni in emini, S&P, and Russell, but I am here to say the indices are in Quagmire City. I mean, it is Quagmire City on the charts. I will show that to you. We are not out of the woods just yet in emini, S&P, Russell, Nasdaq, Tranny, or Dow. Dow looking the best, but we are not out of the woods yet. Let me show you technically. I do like the rally that we've seen today. I am very worried that this green Omni might end up being a red Omni tomorrow, but we believe in Omni, and it is green. But I'll show you what we're up against technically. The rest of the world will see it. The next hurdle that we have to get above now, being that we're starting to hopefully penetrate that caution area you've been seeing in video after video in the indices. The next hurdle now is the Omni average. And wait until you see that on the charts. And gold still glittering, baby. What a great call in gold today, right? Well, we look for more gold, more upside in gold for Thursday. Traders, I've got great charts. I don't want to waste much time. I want to welcome my Omni campers. We're getting close now, baby. Look, that's the date. You cats are going to be here in Vegas. Are you excited? I am. Can't wait to meet you guys. Omni Camp is coming soon. With that in mind, I know I mentioned it in my YouTube live and in my trading room, but you know, I've got a new, we're working on an improvement, if you will, at Omni Camp. I will say this though, sorry to say, I am honoring the prices at this Omni Camp, but traders, as you know, you've watched these videos for years, I've got a great deal of knowledge to offer, more than anyone you're ever going to find on the street, with my knowledge that would actually give it out to you traders on YouTube and everywhere on the internet. So I am here to help, but I am pretty high caliber. My Omni camps, after this Omni camp in February, are going up in price. You will be paying a much higher premium to come out and see me, but I will tell you this, you'll be leaving with a shiny brand new laptop. Very high-powered laptop. You know me, we're a class act. You're going to leave with a laptop. It will be filled with my Omni. It'll be filled with all my software. And you will work on that very same laptop here at OmniCamp before you go home. And this way, the moment you leave OmniCamp, you take your computer, you can work on the Omni on the plane on the way home. You will have your own computer, and if you do the right thing, you put nothing else on it. You make it your Omni trading computer, and you will always be able to pull the Omni and figure out your way through these rough and tumble markets. That's the new OmniCamp coming at you. I will announce a date shortly. The prices are going up, traders. I kid you not. If you want to weasel your way into this last OmniCamp, you got about 2 weeks to call me, or you got about 5 days to call me. Otherwise, you'll miss that one. But then after that, prices are going up, kids. Sorry to tell you, but it is absolutely worth it, and you will go home with the proper equipment. All right, traders, last thing I want to mention is come to, well, you know what? Let's do it this way. When I do YouTube Live tomorrow, find me on YouTube Live, watch me. I will give you a link where I will give you a 2-week free trial to my Omni trading recommendations. Just follow me on YouTube Live tomorrow, Thursday, and I will be in that chat room at YouTube Live offering you 2-week free trials. Traders, with no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, Dow Jones Industrial Average Daily Bar, and I am telling you now, the indices are in Quagmire City, and here's why. First off, this is your Dow Jones Industrial Average, the market, Daily Bar. Look at this red resistance line. Now follow me on this. Market establishes a line, hits it, drops. Hits it again, drops severely. Puts us into this whole area right here where we have the caution area and comes right back to the line. Now, what did it do last 3 times? It dropped, right? Dropped, dropped, dropped. Here we are hitting the line, hitting the 200 bar moving average as we hit the line. But we are above the caution area right now. This is today's bar. We are above the caution area in the Dow Jones Industrial Average as of Wednesday's close. Above the caution area, above the 200 bar moving average, but challenging the resistance line. Now, I will say that if you knock on the door enough times, the door will open, so that's an interesting spot. We do have a green omni, so we're going to start off with the green omni, but that is a spot where if it does not get above, massive failure will follow. It comes in at about 25,100-ish, right around there. Let's move forward. Dow Jones Transportation Average, here's where things get a little bit tricky, the new hurdle. Transportation Average is getting above the caution area, but new hurdle is the Omni Average, Oscar's Market Navigational Indicator. Now look, here you failed at the average, here you failed at the average, here you are at the average, Transportation Average, and at the Omni Average. Then we go to the Russell. Where is it at? The Omni Average. It's already there. Look at that. Same thing. In the caution area. Certainly reason to be nimble on your Russell. At the Omni. Second indice. Look. S&P. Where's that? At
the Omni.
Yes, it's at the Omni Average right now. It is challenging the caution area, but it is at the Omni. Now, it didn't really get above the Omni the last few times it tried, nor, by the way, the 200 bar moving average. Here's your 200 bar. It got above a little bit. Same thing, 200 bar got above a little bit, but it never got above my Omni, ever. And here we are at the Omni. This is Quagmire City, kids. If we don't get above that, massive failure. We've got a green Omni for now. Nasdaq, where is that?
At the Omni.
Yes, it's right at the Omni. Why even say anything else? Next one. Amazon. Remember now I showed you Amazon? And I said, look, it stays away from the Omni average, but when it hits it, it bounces. This time when it broke it, it stayed under, stayed under, stayed under, stayed under. We hit here, dropped. Hit here again, dropped. As of Wednesday's close, we are back to the Omni average once again. So, interesting, isn't it? All of the markets that we call the indices, including FANG, well, one of at least, there's more than one FANG at the Omni, are all sitting at my Omni average. If you don't get above, you break. If you do get above, nice rally comes. Interesting spot, right? Now let's go back to the Dow. I showed you everything else. The Dow is actually above my Omni average. It's the only one. Here's the Dow's daily bar for Wednesday. Here's my average. It is above, so hey, whatever's going to happen with this Quagmire City, I say give this thing a round of applause. At least it made it all the way up to the Omni average. Now, if it gets above that, rock and roll, we got a market. If it fails there, it's kind of what we were thinking was going to happen anyway. So we'll see where we go with that, one day at a time, kids. Now we move out to gold. Here is the bull flag I've been showing you for the last 5 weeks in gold. 5 long weeks I've been showing you the same chart. But here's where we were, and this is what happened. How about that, kids, huh? Now, that is exactly what is supposed to happen. You broke out of the flag, and boom, massive rally in your gold. That is technical analysis working perfectly. And then we've got this. Jumps out of nowhere lately, but soybeans. Inside of a wonderful channel, recently bounced off the low of that channel, working its way up, is now bouncing off that 200 bar moving average quite nicely, and has gotten above this little pennant right here. Look. Right there, it's a little bit dotted, so you get your dotted line, but we'll make it solid for you. Just broke out of that pennant. And if you ask me, that's a nice little flag. So, we've got a flag above the pennant, inside, middle ground of the channel, getting above the 200 bar moving average. Let's keep our eyes on soybeans. Maybe, just maybe, you got another market getting ready to run. Okay, traders, you've seen the charts. I'm not going to do anything else but take a bow. It's over. Isn't that a beautiful chart segment? I love it. Let's see what happens there. Quagmire City. Sign up for OmniCamp. Fill out your OmniCamp applications. Go home with your laptop filled with all the tools you will need to, well, let's call it an arsenal. Let's go home with an arsenal. It's a toolbox, an arsenal full of tools. Or a toolbox, it's an arsenal full of tools of beating these markets down with. It's a war, I kid you not. Every day it's a war against these markets. You've got to have your weapons. So I will give you an arsenal and we'll put it in a nice small laptop for you to boot. Come out to OmniCamp. Make sure you learn how to get this right for yourselves. All right, traders, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help keep those emotions at bay, and I know it's not easy with this crazy volatility and these big whipsaws, but try this. Say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll traders, I will see you all at livewithoscar.com. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.